If anybody's watching this after the event, I'm making flowers today. First up, I'm just cutting some round pieces. This is a thick fabric. It's almost a buckram. It doesn't frame much. I just don't have any felt handy at the minute, so this will do. Use what you have. Make do. Okay, I'll leave now. First up, I bought this beautiful piece of fabric from Lincraft yesterday. I only got 20 centimeters because it's 28 bucks a meter. But I just couldn't resist all these little floral appliques, even the little medallions. Handy. So I've trimmed off a couple of strips of it. Excuse me. And they are going to be very useful. Making flowers along with doilies. Not that one, that's too big. Doilies. More doilies. And these little medallion inserts. Just put a bead or something in there. Put it inside that, inside a bigger one, inside a bigger one, and lo and behold, you've got a pretty flower. Okay. I just made these a little while ago. I learnt this method from Liz Benavides of Crafty Devotion, and I'll show you them at some stage shortly. But first up, I just wanted to do this one. I've got a hot glue gun. Got my circle. I've got 2.5 inch squares. And this isn't my design. I found this on the internet. A couple of people have done it. Fold it like that. Then fold your top one over like that. And then this one up. You've got these two little bits hanging out and that one there. So just a dab of glue in there to hold it in place. I know Liz Benavides, she marks a circle inside her circle. So that when she glues her flowers on, she only touches that circle. Just like that. And I'm going to overlap just a tad in there. Check that fold again. Fold it over. You've got your triangle. Bring that down to about there. And then bring this one up. A little bit of glue in there. You don't need too much. Hot glue and I are not the best of friends. It either burns me or it sticks to my fingers. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 8 or 9. I can't remember what other people do, but we'll do what works best for the minute. Pretty fabric, this. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Probably going to get 8. I should have bunched them a little bit closer. Never mind. First one. I've never made these before. Let's get some fraying happening here. I love fraying. That's good. Because we're going shabby. Shabby chic. Okay. Now I could go and put another layer on top of that, or I could whack a bead in the middle. Got nothing really. No. This? No. How about one of these? Yep, I like that. Let's build it up a little bit more, I think. Layers. I like layers. There we go. Really pretty. Okay, let's do purely doily this time. Got quite a lot of these. Now what I've done is snipped off the inside, which I used for that flower. Okay, what I did to make this little rose was I had a larger one of these with the scallops and just rolled it up, and that's what came of it. Perfect. So we're going to try it with this one. Make sure to keep the bottom straight. It's not exactly going to be a rose this time, but still a nice flower center. Okay, if you look at that, you can maneuver the scallops until you've got something that approximates a flower. Okay. You can put that perhaps in one of these. Or I have these. Adds another dimension. Let's see what we can start with. Let's start with that. That one. Ouch. Here we go. Then we can put one of these in. Now, bud. Here we go. Bell number 2. I think we might do another doily one. I'm going to use these. It's hard to tell what's back and what's front. Ooh. Hmm. Here we go. That would look fabulous on a steampunk bag. Okay, enough with the doilies for the minute. First up, I'm going to make my favourite flower. I'm going to do it in this bag. Actually, got a piece of organza already cut. It's about 8 centimetres, which is 3 inches, thereabouts, by 7. Ouch. About 70 centimetres long, and then double it, and either sew down the seam to form a tube, or a little bit of glue, which I've just used glue. I'm going to thread up some, not that. Just bought it, so where is it? Hence the Murgatroyd. I've put it. I bought a new thread, sewing thread. And yet, here it is. I would have preferred to use an upholstery thread, but I couldn't actually find any. So I thread that up into a nice needle. Oops, sorry about that. Oh. I'm going to double the thread. If you've got strong enough thread, you don't have to, but I like to double it. Okay, now the trick with this flower is fold it in half with that seam inside, and then offset the top from the bottom by about 1.25 inches. So you want to pop a pin on that side and a pin on that side. So your seam is split on the back, it's down over here, and it goes around, and on the front it's over here, 1.25 inches away. And you can see it's starting to ruffle. Bottom, it's starting to twist. That's what you want. If you haven't done this kind of flower before, I recommend putting some pins You can just do a couple of inches at a time, just to keep you honest. Okay. And we're just going to start here and we're just going to gather it. Make sure you keep the raw edges together. If you don't pick up both raw edges, you're going to have to unravel and start again. This is a piece of organza, as you can probably see. I just bought 1/3 of a metre of that. This is the kind of flower that doesn't really need a centre. You don't have to put anything inside. Probably wouldn't see it anyway because it is so totally ruffled. Actually, I think I may have a bit too much fabric on this strip. Probably half would have done, so we're going for a really nice big flower then. Coming to the end now. And you'll find that it all squares up. Now I would normally just gather that up, fasten it off, and how beautiful is that? That is just gorgeous. Another option is if you've got a circle, you can spread it out a bit, put it on the circle, then do another one inside. But I'm just going to go with my favorite. What the? Tie it off and pull it tight. How easy is that? You have this beautiful, beautiful flower. You don't have to put anything in it. A bunch of them, a bunch of other flowers. Of course you can always put something in it. So a nice pearl. You can stick a pearl in there, which I think we might. Why not? Here we are. I love the way that organza just sparkles. Cool. Of course, that can also be added to a doily. But I'm not going to. I want to make one out of this taffeta. This is all I've got, so it's not going to be huge unless I join two pieces together. I may end up doing. Yeah, I'll join two pieces together. I think give it that much. I'm just guessing. What we got here is again about 8 centimeters, give or take a smidgen. Cut 2 of them. Let's just join them together first. Oops. Now we'll form our tube. It'll be enough if I single it. Okay, fold it over. And again, move it a good 1.25 inches away to the left. Easier to handle than the organza, so I don't think I'll need to use pins. Cup of tea. Getting cold. I don't know if you can see or not. I'm not getting as many ruffles as I would normally get. I think that's probably because this is taffeta and it's crushed. So I'm not even sure if I should be straightening it out to stitch it. Trial and error. Wow, the screen, this looks more orange, but no, it is definitely red, red, red. A beautiful red. That one doesn't want to go through the glue. Okay. taffeta works really well for this flower. Pull your thread really, really tight. I don't really need to put anything in them, but meh, I will. Okay. What else can I show you? Ah, this rose. Got some stretch velour. This is 50 centimeters. Again, I'm going to go about 8 centimeters. Width of the flower. Now I'm going to take off the selvage. It's probably too long. But it depends, I suppose, on how big you want the rose. You can tell I'm not exactly straight there. Okay, you will need your hot glue gun. Fold the fabric in half. smidge of glue here and there along that edge. Just to keep it in place. Especially using this fabric because it likes to move. Yeah. Okay. First up, fold that down, that corner down. Just past the outside, it'll give you something to hold on to. You can see it's straight down there. Pop a little bit of glue to hold it in place. Now begin over here and roll this in. I've rolled it 3 times. Now I'm going to pop a little bit of glue in there. And then I'm going to roll it 1 more time. Okay. Pop a little bit of glue on the back of that little point, just a bit, and then push that over to the back, fold it over. Okay, that's the start of the inside of your bud. I hope you can understand that. Okay, what we're going to do now is just fold it once, put a bit of glue in there, and then fold this bit over until you have triangle across here. Doesn't matter how big or small it is, just depends on your fabric. And bring that around. The glue. And fold it 1 more time. You can see the triangle there. It's probably a little bit long, but okay. Now you've got just a small triangle with your thumb underneath your fabric here and your finger there. Twist it just so. A little bit of glue. You twist it just so and turn it. Now you've got another triangle. Just bring that round with a bit of glue. And then you've got a smaller bit of triangle. Again, with your thumb underneath and your finger just there. Just twist that a little bit. Bit of glue there. I'll use another bit of glue to hold that on. Now you've got your small triangle again, thumb underneath. Just grab it there and you're twisting that. So you've got that little fold on top of your petal. Glue. You might need to use your little pinky there. Okay, we're going to flip it again. Because you don't want to flip it too far that you've got these raw edges coming up. You want the middle of the strip to come up to the top. With our thumb and our finger, we flip it once more. A little bit of glue. Kind of, oops, we've got our little triangle there. Flip it again. I've done something wrong somewhere. Yep. I put my glue too far in. Sorry about that. Should have put my glue up there. Okay, we've got a little triangle. We're going to flip it again. Again, little flip and twist. Bit of glue up there. And you can see that little triangle we've got there. A bit smaller than it should be, but never mind. Flip it. Bit of glue to hold it in place. And you've got that little triangle there. Flip it again. Disregard what I said earlier about the raw edges, because you do get some raw edges. I'm going to flip that again. Flipping and twisting. Here we go. It's not quite even. Snip that off. Okay, here's our little triangle again there. We're going to flip and twist. Put some glue in there. Now we're at the end. So we flip. Glue the end bit on the inside down. And then put a bit of glue on this piece and just flip that over a little. Okay. This took me so long to practice to get it to this point with this fabric. I'll try it with a different fabric. And then I just snip off that end. I just put a bit of glue on the bottom just to make sure that's all secure. Here we go. There's our pretty velveteen roses, velvet roses. Let's try one with a bit of fabric. We'll go with this piece, this yellow piece. Doesn't really need too much glue in here to hold it down. It just helps. Certainly not too much glue. Okay. Hold it down like that. So you've got a good right angle there. Pop a bit of glue inside. Ouch! Try not to burn yourself. And then we're going to take this, take this corner and roll it. Roll it in. When you get to there, just squeeze a bit of glue in there. Roll it. Okay. Now I'll take this bit and pass it back. You can put a little bit of glue on there if you like. I like to. Push that back. And that gives you your little nub of your center of your rose. Now just turn it. Am I going the wrong way or what? No. Keep turning and twisting as you go around until this raw edge comes up to the top. You're making the bud. Okay, now that you've got that little triangle there, you see it there? Go like this. And create your first real petal. Bit of glue. Okay, we've got that little there, little triangle. Flip it and then bring that over. You've got another petal there. A little bit of glue. And as you're going round, bring your fabric, your folds up a little bit. Otherwise you'll have your bud, sort of standing to attention there. You don't want that. So keep folding this with a bit of glue until you come to the small triangle. Oops, some glue on that shouldn't be there. Okay, then twist it round. more. Okay, now you've got your little triangle there. Twist it over. And a bit of glue. Oops. A bit more glue until you've got to that little triangle. That one. And twist it again. A bit more glue. Twisting again. Last twist. Glue down the outer edge, the raw edge at the end, and then just flip that one back with a bit of glue. Just flip it back and underneath. Here we go. We'll just take off that to square it off a bit. Here we go. Look nice with a in amongst a bunch of flowers. Okay, there's another one I want to do also with some fabric. Now this is a nice piece. I'm going to keep selvage on this one. I wouldn't normally, but I'm going to in this case. My width here again is 1/2 meter. I've got about 13 centimeters. Okay, I'm going to pop some pins across the bottom to hold it in place. And we're going to cut it roughly every centimetre down to about 1/4 of an inch. Or 1/2 centimetre. I shouldn't mix them, should I? Tedious? Now we're just going to roll it up. I've never made one of these before, so, you know, I'm not sure. Again, I got this idea from Crafty Devotions, Liz Benavides. I love her shabby chic ideas for flowers. Now for this type of flower, I know she used a t-shirt material. But I'm using just plain fabric, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference. If it does make a difference, then I will go with that stretch velvet and see what that does. Oops. Down there. Probably easier if I just put glue around the nub there. Hmm. Well, I find that okay. Like when I'm doing a bunch in an arrangement, like on a wreath or dream catcher or what have you, I would put that something like this, bunched up in between some flowers, just like that, in between. Or the way Liz does it is she gathers it up. Like a broccoli floret. I'm going to go that way. I really like that. Bunched up high like this. And let's give it some fraying where we can. I am going to be making a wreath, so that's where all these flowers are going to go. Well, some of them anyway. What other flower can I show you? Let's try. I'm going to try another piece of this. I'm probably as straight as a snake. Just a plain old gathered flower this time. Doubled up. Sakes, can't see a thing. Well, I haven't had anybody come in to chat with me. Well then. We're just going to stitch across. I don't think I'll use all of this for this flower. That might be a bit too much gather. That's not what I'm after this time. just want a nice gather. And we'll do a bit more. This was half a metre wide, so if we don't use all of that, maybe 2 more stitches. And 2 more. Grab the ends together. And go through and just pull it until I've got I suppose till I can put my thumb through it, the hole. Once I can put my thumb through it, then I'll fasten it off. I'm going to put a smidgen of glue on here, just to glue down that edge. Okay. Let's pop it on a circle. Make sure you get the right side up. Ooh. I don't even know if I'm going to go doilies. I'm just trying all sorts of things. I think maybe this. Or that one. I'd rather go the peach or the nude actually than go stark white with such a burgundy colour. This is more purple red. Very much like my wedding dress. I kid you not, I was married in red. It was a red velvet like this, but it had the a little bit of shimmer through it of this colour, but it was more red than this. And I had a hood with white fur. It's like Christmas in June. think I'll make this inside bit quite a bit more frilly than the outer one. And I think I might call it a day. Let's see if that's enough. That's quite a lot. Quite a lot to gather there. I'm just going to go another 2 inches maybe. Just that much. Check which is the wrong side and which is the right. That's the right side, so we want it going that way. Right sides together. I'm pulling this fairly tight. And I'll just run a few stitches up the side here to close it, because you won't notice those stitches. I hope. Okay. Gather it really well. Ouch. Hang on. It's pretty. Is it working? Here we go. Just something I'm going to try. Just something that popped into my head. Oops. This stretch velvet has a wonderful, wonderful aspect to it. I'll get to that in a minute. Doesn't work, that's okay. I was only going to throw that piece away anyway. So, got this. And those little tassels, you pull them, they twist into little tubes. How cool is that? I love this fabric. Almost looks like a bottle brush. How cool is that? Yay! Another one. Make sure to get them all. How amazing is that? Brilliant. I'll add that to my flower collection. Absolutely. Yep. That would be so nice. Not too close. Oh, cool. Well. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to quit now because I've just run out of ideas. Or not. This this little filigree would be a nice base. What if I did something like that? Oh. Okay, I'm quitting now. Okay, bye for now. Till next time.